Alright guys, we're back in the garden today. I'm actually in the side-by-side right now because it's extremely windy out there. Gusts are 17 to 20 miles an hour and it gets very, very loud. In the last video you would have saw we went into the garden, we tilled it all up, we got it all ready to start bedding out. Since then, I went ahead and hooked up the row bedder and we went ahead and got the garden all bedded out so that all the rows are taken care of. Now that it's all bedded out, Jerry and I went ahead and pulled all the drip lines back out. We got the drip lines pulled out into each individual row. We had to replace most of them because there were some little holes chewed into them through the winter from mice and whatnot. But now they're all brand new, they're laid out, and they're all ready to go. We've got this metallic garden mulch that we're gonna be putting on the row beds and using dirt to hold that down. And I've got this T-post driver that we're gonna try to use. Haven't even put fuel in it yet, so we'll have to try it out. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty awesome. So we're gonna get up to the garden, get the T-post put in with the new driver, and then try to get some of this mulch laid if we can, if it's not too windy. However, let's get this fence put up. Boy, it is so windy out. All right, they gave us this little filler cone. It's got a screen mesh in it to help collect any debris, keep the fuel clean going into the tank. So we'll use that. This is already pre-mixed gasoline. I think they're calling for about, I'd have to look back, but 30 to 40 to 1. We already got it mixed up here in this fuel can. Just gonna put a little bit in here. We can get the safety valve to work. I hate these things. There we go. All right, all over my hand. Dadgummit. Then we're going to want to prime the carburetor until this fills up with fuel. There it goes. See that fuel line filled right up. There goes the other line. All right, and we're going to turn it on. else is on. Stop is up, so we want that down. Stop on. Alright. Alright, we're going to let that sit there for a little bit and warm up. Go get these T-posts. Alright, I do want to put a line running down here so we can keep this at a straight line, pull the fence back accurately. There we go. We're just going to walk this all the way down, tie it off, and then we'll have a line to go by. I already walked out every 8 feet between posts and put the T-posts where they need to go. There we go. All right. Now, do I need to put this in a little bit? I'm wondering if I should pull the side-by-side up over here. Well, let's see if we can get this on there somehow. It's working, but the weight of it's hard to keep straight. Well, huh. Bummer. I don't know if I fouled it out or what's going on. Huh. Alright. I realized that the on-off button right here got bumped. It's very finicky. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, next one. All right, not bad. Let's get this string down. All right, we had a little setback there. The kill switch was very finicky and I kept bumping it, so I figured that out. Once I got that figured out, it seemed to run pretty smooth the whole time. Now, give or take between manually doing it and using the engine one, it definitely goes way quicker. You hit the throttle and just as long as you keep it on the T-post, it'll drive it right in real fast. The downside is it is really heavy. So having to hold it up, it's like doing a shoulder and back workout, holding this thing up to drive down on these T-posts. It may have worked a little easier if I was in the back of the side-by-side or something where I was elevated and was able to push down. In that case, yeah. The only other thing is the head that's on it is a bit wide. It slides around on those T-posts. I do have a smaller head that came with it, but this one's a little thinner and feels more like aluminum. And I didn't know if it was gonna get too beat up on the steel T-post, and I didn't want to break it. So I was using the steel tip that's on it. That's a little wider than this, so maybe a 1/4 inch wider. So that might help putting that on. We'll test that new tip on with the next T-post that I drive in. But for now, we got the wall, or we got the fence line all put in, all the T-posts. We just got to pull that fence back around and get it zip tied down across all these T-posts, and then it'll be fenced in. Then we'll just have to go work on that gate and get that gate hung, and the garden will be secure for the year. I'm just gonna run some zip ties. I usually put 3 per post. Get these in there nice and strong, and the fence usually stays up all year long without issue. Man, this wind is crazy. At least it's beautiful out. All right, the fence is back up. Now we got to get over and get the gate hung. Have to figure out what we can do for hinges for that. I wish it wasn't folded like this. It was on a roll or something. We could roll it out real quick.
Next year.
Put it over your hat. Dang, that's a bummer. Well, I don't know, they pulled all that up, pulled these drip lines out too. Pulled the pins right out of the ground. Some heavy gusts of wind. Bummer. Cardboard hasn't moved yet, so that's good. But not enough weight on this apparently. Well, that was a failure. Oh well, we tried. A little too windy today. We're gonna have to try it another day. But on the gate here, I had some of these clamps. I've got one there and one down here, and then I just threw in some more zip ties down that line. That way it's holding it there and it keeps it just off the ground. I'll probably bring a staple gun and have to touch up around that fence just to hold it on there, but other than that, not much more we can do here today. It's just way too windy. It's a beautiful day, but the wind is just way too high. So we'll try it again when it calms down. All right, I appreciate everyone following to the end of today's video. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to us here at Ferko Family Farm. All right, guys, until next time.